My name is Muhammad Khan. I'm currently working with Maaden Rolling Company. So I belong to India. I've come from India to Saudi Arabia. I work as a customer service specialist in commercial department there. My career started in 2006. I started working with Cycle India Company Limited, and then I worked with Dell, I worked with Google, and I came to Saudi Arabia. I worked with United Carton Industries in Jeddah for about 4 years, and then I came to Maaden. And currently, I am dealing with the North America clients in the US, and one of the
our prime focus is for the deep water making projects for the refinery, which will increase the production by 15% by this year end. So basically, I'm leading as a construction lead over there, and basically I have done a certification, the PMP and RMP as well. So from this course, we have done the PMP. It's talked about the business management and all. There is a topic in basically it's a communication skills in that.
Yes, right.
It's component. So through that, I like to know furthermore to increase my knowledge in that one. The expectation is that which will help growing up in actually further in my career now, because I am planning to pursue the MBA very soon, so it will help me definitely.
Inshallah. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله يحييك.
I am Khair Dosari. I work with Maaden 7 years from 2012
until now.
7 years, and total experience 13 years as supervisor in board. What I need from this course to improve our skills for communication.
Inshallah. You are welcome, sir.
And I am as a student in King Faisal University.
MashaAllah.
And English
faculty.
Baccalaureate. And I have small experience in marketing, and I have experience in selling agents, and I have small also experience in selling things. I'm expecting my expectation in this course to develop my communication with others in my work and in my own life. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. You are welcome.
So I'm Ricardo from the Philippines. I just graduated Bachelor of Electrical Engineering. So my previous company, I just worked in the power plant in the Philippines, in the power plant. Then before I worked in Ghana as a instrumentation in Ghana, and then my current work today is in the Maaden in the smelter plant as an instrumentation technician. And then I just started in 2012 until now. And then it's my first time there to train in the business communication skills.
The first time?
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Just
Inshallah. Inshallah. بإذن الله. Thank you. You are welcome, sir. آخر العنقود. ولا باقي أنت؟ لا باقي أنت لسه.
أنا صراحة علي النقلي. I work here nearly 6 years as an operator. So I'm here in the course to increase my knowledge for communication of the guys in work and outside.
Only knowledge?
Knowledge and
skills.
Skills.
Yes. Yes.
So I have to.
Inshallah.
I hope to enjoy this course and then.
بإذن الله. I promise you will enjoy. Yes, sir.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أنا حازم بعدي.
والنعم فيك.
I work in Maaden 5 years.
ما شاء الله.
Course. كان العربي.
Okay, no problem, no problem. You can speak in Arabic.
يعني تعلم الكورس على مهارات التواصل إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله حنقدر.
وانت طبيعة عملك ايه في معادن؟ اوبريتور. طيب انت شايف ان انت في الاوبريشن يعني محتاج الكوميونيكيشن سكيلز، يعني محتاجها في ايه؟ انت بتشتغل مع الماكينات والالات
أتواصل مع الموظفين.
احسنت، مع التيم وركرز، مع التيم ليدر. احسنت. You are welcome. As you can see now, we are in Maaden company. We have 2 teams. The first team is Blue Eagles. Now they take their time to talk about what do you know about business communication skills and what they want to know about business communication skills. They wrote about it individually, then now they collaborate together to write about it as a group or as a team. And here we have communicators team. As you can see, they divided their paper in 2 columns. What they know, they wrote. They know about listening, understanding your what? Your colleagues, communicative personality with respect, and what they want. Yes, what they want to know. They want to know about building.
Communicating with different personalities, and we are still thinking on the second.
Okay, take your time. Okay, this is our tool to talk about what do you know and what do you want to know, that we can call KWL.
Let's have a toss.
Yeah.
Let's have a toss. Whoever wins the toss, we will decide who should go first.
Yeah.
Let's have a toss. Yes, let's have a toss. Whoever wins
You said before you are ready, and
we will win. We are ready.
initiative team will have more and more marks. We have marks here.
We know how to take it to the marks from the others.
Okay. Okay.
Let's have a toss.
Huh.
Whoever wins.
Which team is ready to start?
Sure.
Okay. Yes.
Sure.
You can start.
Yes. So the reason why we have chosen the name communicators is because this is the essence of this training session what we have here, right? We are here to improve and learn or improve our communication skills. So with that, we have derived the name of the team, communicators. And we thought of many of the teams, but we thought with respect to this particular session, this was more suitable for us.
Excellent.
That's why we chose this.
Perfect.
And we have chosen leader as Hisham Al-Latif because he's got huge amount of experience in Maaden and in the previous companies as well. And I worked with him. I have seen how he leads when there is an initiative supposed to be taken. Hisham is the first guy who just goes ahead and takes the initiative, right? So that's why Hisham Al-Latif is the leader. We have chosen Salah as the writer because we've been observing what Salah has been noting, doing since the beginning of the session. He's been writing all the while, and whatever you see here has come up, after discussing it with Salah. Corner designer is me. Because I was, in drafting all of this information.
Right.
And cameraman and timer is Saad because Saad chose to be a cameraman and timer himself. He was a little excited about it. So we trusted in him being a good cameraman and a timer. So that's why we chose cameraman and timer as Saad. And so what we know, these points, what you see on the board, this happened after we had an intense discussion with each other, and then we realized that we know that listening and understanding your colleagues is important to be in business and to communicate with each other. This is the key factor, and it is very important to have a professional communication and treat people with respect. Nobody wants to be disrespected when you are at work, right? And nobody wants to be treated unprofessionally. So no matter what the situation is, these are 2 key values which you need to have in your communication, right? These are essential values. So that's what we know. and what we want to know, and what we want to know is endless, right? Just because you limited us to 2 points, you see 2 points here, but learning is basically is what we want to know, and that's endless. Everybody has to learn, everybody will keep learning throughout their lives. Every day there's learning. So it's very essential to deal, because every person has a different attitude. His thought process is different, his personality is different. So when you talk to person X, then the way you communicate, your body language has to be different. Some people get offended very easily, so you need to communicate and you need to talk to them according to their mindset, right? So it's very essential to deal and communicate with different personalities, and this is what we want to know more about in this course.
Excellent.
Right? And most of us have got huge amount of experience here, sitting in this room, and a lot of them are supervisors, a lot of them are specialists, a lot of them are team leaders. So when you talk to your subordinates, it's very important to give positive feedback. If you just start with negative feedback, then he's not going to listen to you anyway. So if you start with the positive feedback, then, and if you know how to do it, you gain his confidence, you encourage him, you motivate him. Doesn't matter what, at the end, what you're going to, give. Even if you're giving negative feedback, he will take it positively, right? So these are two main things which we want to know, and this, what we know, of course, we don't know 100% of it, and we want to learn more of these 2 points. So this is what we have on the
Thank
board.
you, Mr. Salman. Perfect, excellent presentation.
Salman, in
Thank
your
you.
team, I have a major comment, okay? You don't have a speaker.
All of them are speakers.
Anyone?
Yeah,
But someone should be the one who should lead from the front.
okay, so
Okay, speaker, whether you should lead with the.
So,
the
Mr.
leader
Salman
or the
is,
speaker.
you can be the corner designer and speaker.
thank you for this.
Yes, on the right. As you mentioned before. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. It's a good advice and a good note. Thank you.
Because one-on-one, anyone can be, but there should be one speaker who should lead from the front, and others can support him.
Okay. It's your turn now, Blue Eagles, to talk about your team name, team members, and your KWL table.
This is, first of all, this is 2020 vision. So our team, what is the leading question?
Perfect.
Yeah, the first we got this name from the Blue Eagles. The blue name we mean by blue is Maaden uniform.
Excellent.
And we mean by eagle is the speed and powerful and sharp.
MashaAllah.
Uh,
Powerful and sharp.
yes, of course. Yeah. What we know, it's the active listener. What we know about the business communication skills is we need to be active listener, and we need to trust and respect others.
Excellent.
To have
Perfect. To be more yes.
more professional and communicate with others.
Excellent.
And what we want to know is how we improve our communication skills, and what is the consequences due to
failure
in communication.
in wrong communication.
Yeah,
Communication barriers.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't communicate properly, then you can be having a major failure and all. And this can have the bigger consequences, because we work in a life plan.
Your name,
communicating.
at the first glance may be something related to playing football. But when you explained your name, it has a deep meaning. Excellent, perfect, excellent name. Thank you. Clap to them, please. Thank you.
Explain.
Look at the catalog to form shapes from these 4 pieces of food.
Okay.
You have from 100 to 1 from 1 to 100.
Yeah.
Choose any one of them and form it.
Okay.
اوكي؟ يعني كون شكل على قد ما تقدر من الكتالوج.
طيب كيف بعد ما نسوي؟
كون شكل، قول لي انا كونت 1، كونت شكل 2، كونت شكل 3 كذا. Tell me, when you form a shape, tell me.
Pieces two.
Okay.
No, use the 4 pieces.
4 pieces.
Yes. Now, as you can see, we have an activity. It's called 4 pieces or 4-piece 2-shaped puzzle. Each team tries to use the 4 pieces of wood to form from 1 to 100 from the catalog. As you can see, we have different shapes. Each shape they can form, they will get 10 marks.
Number 2.
Number 2 is correct, 10 marks. Okay.
I just
As we mentioned before, as a trainer, you should try to involve your trainees in a task, and especially in business communication skills, collaboration and working as a team is very important. No, it is not correct.
It's the reverse direction.
It's different. You can note the angle is different. Now you can see all the group participate, share, discuss, and achieve together. So achieving together is very important task to be involved in our training courses, especially in business communication skills.
Communicators team?
Sure.
Yes. So the first thing what we have learned from this game is teamwork.
How?
Everybody applies their minds together when playing it, and they decide on a shape and they start building on that shape. Okay, so that is the first thing, which is teamwork. And the second thing is listening is very important, and listening to the rules of the game. If you listen to the rules and if you follow the catalog, only then you will be able to build on it, right? And then collective achievement of what you are doing in this game. So these are 3 important things.
Cooperation and collective work is very important to achieve our task.
Absolutely.
Okay. What you can add? What do you learn from this activity?
Yes, we in the first teamwork, please try to in the first we feel the teamwork, but it helps us to make the shapes and to choose the shapes, and you see our result for that, and also the sharing ideas of the shape.
Sharing ideas.
Yeah.
Communication means sharing ideas.
Yeah.
In this activity, you can share your ideas.
Yeah.
The main thing that what we have a time limitation. The time management as a team, we did in a quick way, with a quick reflexes, like getting everyone opinion on the board and all, going around. Someone is doing 2 persons are working as a one team to do the shapes, and now the other 2 guys are looking into the shapes. What is requirement? What is our end requirement?
Yes.
Which
And how to match different shapes together to form a complete shape. Matching these different pieces like our business communication skills process.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. You have different knowledge, you have different background, you have different culture, and the other side has another different culture, background. So business communication skills is like matching these different pieces of wood to shape a form complete of relationship, and achievement together is like achieving matching these different pieces in one shape, in perfect shape. Thank you. This is what we can learn also from this activity. You can, yes, you want
There's
to
one
add?
more, please.
Yes.
Focus and think deep. And also we give the time for everyone. Maybe 5 seconds is enough to think how you will make the shape.
Yes.
That's it.
Of course.
The time is enough.
Thinking, then action. Take action.
Yeah.
Okay? Excellent. Do you want to add more? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You are coming late, or late coming one. The positive, we use suggestion to start early from home to avoid disciplinary action.
Excellent.
Okay. The second is performance low on job. The positive is support by providing training to improve his performance. The third one is independent. Independent, استقلالية.
Yes.
Work as a team.
Excellent. Perfect.
And the last one, our question explain.
If you don't understand, you straight away sometimes you say, I can't explain you. Okay, but what you can do the positive thing is not able to understand. Make him, first of all, get him into a comfort zone. And you get him into your room and ask him that I will explain you again so that you can improvise your job, and perform well.
So you can say, I would be happy to recap again. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. What about communicators team?
Yes.
MashaAllah, you have many and many.
So the first one is, it looks very rude. It says, you do not deserve this.
This is common use in Maaden, seriously.
Common phrase. Common expression. Common expression.
Now especially the environment which is going on, especially in the last 6 months,
So,
this is very common.
Yeah.
The positive alternative is
Yeah, then positively you say that you're not eligible, or maybe you need more training, or maybe you need more mentoring to
yes.
reach there.
I will tell you my example, okay? My IDP, last year IDP, I got everywhere excellent. Okay? In the role model, okay, you are having one area, what do you call personal things and all. Over there they say teamwork, okay? Teamwork which talks about that I am the best, okay? The manager is giving me an answer about my performance, is an excellent, that he is a role model for the department and blah blah blah. But in the end, he is giving me a low marks in that.
Oh.
Above everything he talks about that he is the best in our team and he executes very well and all. The bottom, just for the grading and all. And same copy paste he has done to all of my department members. What is there for me?
So the negative word is
Negative is do not deserve it.
Ah.
And then you say that, instead of saying that maybe you're not eligible, or maybe you need more training, or maybe you need more mentoring.
Excellent.
Right?
Perfect.
So, and then saying you have to do this is like giving an order. Right? You don't say you have to do it.
Strict order.
Yeah.
Strict.
Yeah. This is,
You are strict.
yeah, this is not the,
Yes. Now.
yeah. So this is not the military, anything.
Yes.
So say
You need.
need to do this, right? And then
It's better to do this.
correct.
Yes.
And then instead of saying you made a disaster. If, for example, if the military
Disaster?
is not there, he does not
Horrible.
do something. Because what did you do? This is a disaster.
Oh.
So saying this, say that you did not comply to the policy, you did not comply to the procedure.
Yes.
That's a polite way of putting it.
Excellent.
And then saying, why are you late today? That is rude. Say, why are you struggling to come on time? That means you are trusting in your employee or your subordinate that he is already putting effort to come on time, but he is not able to. So by saying why you're struggling to come on time is giving him trust that he's trying to, but then listening, there is a space of listening to this point of view.
Thank you. Excellent. As we can see here, gamification is very important. Here we have a question and 4 options, and each trainee should answer the question quickly and accurately by pressing his mobile phone after connecting and entering the game pin. Kahoot website is a way of my best gamification in training. As you can see here, the score of each participant and the other question. At the end of the questions, we have a score of the best 3 participants. You can see how all the trainees are engaged and concentrated with the game. This is an example of gamification in training. It's a good way to use Kahoot to involve your trainees in the task. So training is my passion, as you can see. It's a kind of fantastic life. Thanks a lot. محمد سرور.